Congratulations, 100 episode.
Thank you very much.
Well, I'm a huge fan.
Just yesterday we were doing 99. It's remarkable.
I'm a huge fan of the show, and I'm very excited. Did you write the episode, right?
I did write the episode, yes.
So it's going to be a flashback episode. What can you tease about?
It's the origin story. It's Jane's first case at CBI. He comes to them just as a man who's lost his wife and daughter and is looking for information about this hunt for Red John, the killer of his wife and daughter. And through a set of circumstances I won't give away here, he ends up working with CBI and discovers that he can be a detective. So
this story, did you already have it in mind a while back, or did it sort of evolve over time, that origin story?
It evolved. It was something we'd always talked about doing, Jane's first case. And then when the 100th episode came up, it seemed like a good place to do it, a good place to go back to the beginning and show what Jane was like when it all started. And then both Bruno Heller, who created the show, and Simon Baker contributed enormously to developing the story and to what Jane would be like back then and what the shape of his evolution through that episode would be.
So what elements, when writing the story, were you looking to integrate from the series, the character, and the arcs overall?
Well, the main thing was to imagine what Patrick Jane was like before he had ever met any of the characters that we know in the show, before he had met Lisbon, before he had met Rigsby or Cho. What kind of person was he, and how has being at CBI changed him, and how could we see the first stirrings of that change in the episode? And it's something I can't say enough about Simon Baker's performance. He does a beautiful job showing just how the Jane we know from the show was born.
I agree. Simon has just amazing range, and he's a great performer.
We all stand on his shoulders.
But you guys give him great material too. Speaking of, one of my favorite episodes, and one you wrote, I believe it was Red Miles.
I did write the Red Mile, yes.
Yes. That scene with Dr. Steiner at the end. Sort of, what was your thinking behind that? Because it's by far one of the best writing I've seen on TV.
Well, thank you. You're very kind. I just wanted to... The idea for it was to put Patrick Jane in the position where he felt he had to do something he would never do. Where he would face a human challenge of a sort he had never faced before. And it really began with that. And it seemed to me that the hardest thing someone could do would be to say, help me die. And so the episode really began with that, and the rest of it all came from there.
100 episodes, 100 opportunities to change and evolve. What, if you could step back and relive one of those moments, which one would you relive?
One of the moments from the show?
On or off screen, whichever.
Oh, well, I would relive many moments watching the cast do their thing. They're so good, and we have the privilege of just... When we're actually filming an episode, the writer actually has very little to do. We stand there and grin like idiots. But it's such a delight to watch the cast go to work. There's an episode I wrote called Ball of Fire, which is Jane is taken hostage, and then Lisbon is taken hostage. There's blood and all sorts of stuff. And at the end, they come back together at CBI, and the two of them just sit and talk. And the scene, as seen on television, is about half what I wrote and about half what Robin Tunney and Simon Baker improvised. And it was so much fun watching them just sit on the couch and riff in character. That's always been a moment I remember well and a very special time.
So, Red John, still a mystery.
Yes.
Now, how much would I have to bribe you to find out who Red John is?
And how much have you got?
I love how you think this is a joke. I'm willing to bribe you. Put your price out there.
No. It's a jewel beyond value. I could not. I can say nothing about the identity of Red John.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Is there a vowel in his name?
O. E. Right there. Two vowels.
All right. Well, do you have a message for the fans as they get ready to watch a 100th episode of The Mentalist?
My message to the fans is thank you so much for watching and enjoy the show.